my name is Laura Mehl.
And I'm Nadia Rashawn.
And you're listening to My Younger Artist.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to My Younger Artist. I'm Nadia Rashawn.
My name is Laura Renee Mehl.
And we are so glad you are here. This is episode 7? Episode 7 of season 2? I think that sounds right.
Like, that sounds great.
Yeah, and today's topic, it's been heavy on my mind. But first, Laura, how have you been, bestie girl?
I feel like I'm okay. You know those like times in life whenever you're like, you just feel the pressure and you're like, I don't know what this pressure is, but it's happening and it's like sitting on my chest and I'm like, yeah, baby. I got a call back for a show that I'm very, 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 very excited about. That I really am passionate about. And I think I talked to you about the audition in the first place. Yeah. So that I got the call back yesterday. It's on Tuesday. Of course you did. Yeah, I have a lot of feelings about that. But then I'm also trying to balance like teaching, and now we're in the full swing for Broadway Artists Alliance, which means that I'm responding to emails, which is awesome. But that means I have 32 unread emails in my inbox right now because that's how many people I'm taking care of. So it's okay. We're okay. How are you?
I haven't slept in weeks.
No.
I'm just kidding. My work schedule has just been really busy, which I love. We love a busy schedule. We love money, being able to pay our bills. I have lots of med bills to pay because I don't know if I've talked about this yet.
I don't think you have yet on the pod.
We should do a whole episode on chronic illness. I think that would like
chronic illness in theater. Yes. We can both talk about it, but yours very aggressive recently.
So like TLDR, I was in the hospital for 8 days in March because I have cyclic vomiting syndrome, and it just like makes the communication between my brain and my belly, it gets all jacked up, and then I can't stop vomiting for days on end. And that episode lasted like a month. And so I was in the hospital for 8 days, but I have specialist bills that I need to pay, radiology bills that I need to pay. And so we're on our bill paying grind this summer, which is wonderful because adulting.
I think you know this, but also out loud, I just wanted to say you can negotiate your medical bills down, just so everyone knows.
I did not know that, but my mom did tell me that I can get like aid from the hospital.
You can also just literally call them and say, I can pay this much right now. Can we use that to wipe it out? Like, and they will sometimes be like, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for teaching me things.
Yeah. It's really wild out here. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
That's wonderful. And last week I did the Nebraska Theater Academy showcase, which is so special every time I do it. This is my second time doing it. I'm the assistant choreographer, and the choreographer, her name is Shay. She's absolutely wonderful, so I love working with her. But I went through NTA when I was in high school, and I credited Omaha Performing Arts and what was originally the Nebraska High School Theater Academy. I mean, no. Nebraska High School Theater, NHSTA. I don't know. I don't remember what it stood for. But I was one of the first students to go through the program. Like I joined like second year, and this was year 13, which is crazy. And so being able to like be involved in the education of Nebraska students is like really special to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. I'm like getting teary-eyed. Yeah, it's really special to me. And so the days are long, but we made it through. The kids worked so hard last week, and we chose our 2 students to go to the Jimmies. So we're sending Kalea and Carter, and it's just so special. They worked so hard, and I'm gonna cry. And then I went straight into the showcase was Sunday night. And the next morning I went straight into teaching from 9 to 4. And then I had a 90-minute break, and then I taught from 5:30 to 6:30. And I did that Monday and Wednesday, but I teach from 9 to 4 basically every day
Whee!
all summer. We love a full-time job, but I am so tired.
Yep. The sacrifice.
The sacrifice. I do it for the kids. Although I have been humbled by these kids multiple times over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, the other day, one of the kids at my camp that I was teaching goes, "So, like, are you a real actor?" And I was like, yeah, I am." And he goes, "Well, how many plays have you been in?" Valid question. I had a kid ask me, she goes, "So you're our choreographer?" And I said, "Yeah, I am. I'll teach you your dances." And she goes, "Well, do you have good choreography?" "I hope so. I like to think so, but I
No,
could be
it's
wrong."
terrible.
Yeah. But for the second half of my week, I will say that I got dressed every day specifically for one little girl in my class.
Yes.
Because on Wednesday, she told me she liked my outfit, and I was wearing like jeans and like a tank and a cardigan. She liked my outfit. And then the next day, so I literally went shopping after work, and I was like, "Is Ren gonna like these?"
You were
So the next day I got dressed and I went to work, and she goes, "I like your outfit." And I was like, "Shut up."
That's so real. Like nobody realizes how much like just like positive comments like that, even from students, mean to teachers.
Yeah. And it's like even more special because I've been really struggling because of my CVS, my weight fluctuates a lot. And so much of this industry and getting jobs is dependent on what you look like. Rip the full body slate. And so it's been really nice to just like have free will and be like, oh, I can just go buy more clothes if I can't fit into the ones that I had before. I could just go spend some money. And so yeah, my second half of the week was dedicated to picking outfits that a 10-year-old would like.
Yay.
And that's how I've been.
I love that.
Yeah. Okay, my guys. Today we are talking about taking up space, what it means, why we should do it, and why we are afraid to do it.
Yay.
Yeah. And I thought of yay. I thought of this episode because when I was working with NTA, we did a lead ensemble. So all of the kids who were recognized for playing lead roles, they do a big production number, and we did a kick line at the end, and it was called the New York City medley. And so obviously we got to My Little Town Blues, melting go. So we made that a kick line.
As you should.
Obviously, it's the only thing that fits. It's the only thing that it's the only option. But getting into the kick line, you have to be unapologetically taking up your space in the line.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're going to get smushed. And I thought that was, we had to give that note multiple times. We were like, guys, take up space, get into your spot, because if you don't make space for yourself, everyone's going to think that you don't need that space. So then they're going to fill it.
Yep.
And it made me think of just how we navigate this industry as a whole. I feel like early in my career, I spent so much time not wanting to step on anyone's shoes, not wanting to be too much of a presence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, at this point, I want people to know that I'm there. You know? And maybe it's because I'm doing a career shift, but I feel like it's so important to establish who you are and really take center stage.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know, Laura, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's so funny because like I relate to that so strongly, and also it's not funny, but what is funny is that recently pertains to me because this audition that I got the callback for, I wasn't sure if I was going to get the audition in the first place. And so because obviously I have no control over like what my agents submit me for, and I do trust them very much. They are very smart, and they know me like extremely well. But there's the difference between submitting for an appointment and like pushing for something and being like, no, you don't understand. You have to give this person an appointment. And I really wanted them to push me for it. So I had a really hard time sending this email because I was like, I know that they're really busy with some stuff that's going on. And I was like, no, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to send this email and I'm going to say, hey, hi, I just wanted to make sure that you all clocked this because I'm sure you did because you're good agents and you know me. I just also really, 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 really am right for this role. And it's like one of those where I know I'm like, there's this new mentality that I take into auditions that I really, really care about. So instead of getting anxious, I actually have to let myself get a little bit like angry, which is really funny because I have to be like, no, I deserve this. And you are going to give me the time because I am going to take up space. And my cute little 5'1" body. Sorry, I just screamed. Dustin's going to love editing that later. Sorry. But like, I found that I have to do that. Like, in order to let myself actually come in the room and be like, hi, I am the perfect person for you to hire.
Yeah.
I have to actually let myself get angry about it and be like, this isn't a question, which is really hilarious. So I feel like, and then I got the audition and then I got the call back because I am very right for it. So like, yeah, even whenever you feel like it's an imposition to be like, hey, I know you're busy, but I'm not telling you how to do your job, but can you also please push for this because I really think I'm correct. Like I know in my heart of hearts that this is correct.
Yeah. It's so funny that you mentioned that because I also sent a scary email this week.
Yeah?
And I actually drafted it last week and then I scheduled it to send because I knew that the people that I was sending it to were taking Monday off. And so I didn't want to bother them on their day off.
Excellent.
So I scheduled it to send on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, you did.
And I think we are so afraid of just asking.
Yeah.
The worst they'll say is no.
Yep.
And as an actress, I hear no all the time.
All the time.
Like, no means nothing to me. You know that thing? It's like on the TikTok that's like, on TikTok that's like, you think you can hurt me? I blah, blah, blah. My thing is, you think you can hurt me? I was in the non-union tour of Hairspray and the Book of Mormon. I'm invincible. You can't hurt me.
You can handle anything.
Your no is not going to hurt my feelings. It's just going to be a no, and we're going to move on. And but like knowing in terms of taking up space, it's like knowing where you will fit in or where you should fit in and how you can contribute.
Yeah.
And being unapologetic about that. Especially when we are performing.
Yeah.
Dance. I say this a lot to my dancers. Dance big. If you're going to make a mistake, you're going to make a mistake. And I can correct the mistake because you're dancing big and I saw it.
Right.
But if you're dancing timidly, then
no idea.
I can't give you a correction because I'm not seeing it. Right? So take up space in that way. Take up space in every room that you're in because Laura's giving me the sweetest smile right now.
She says, I love you and I'm proud of you.
I love you too. Just like, I don't know, it's scary, but I'd rather be seen and heard than invisible and ignored.
Yeah.
You know? And yeah, it's something that I wish I could just like instill into all of my students. Like, stop apologizing for existing.
100%.
Just be there.
Yep.
Be there and let us know that you're there. And I can work with that.
Yeah.
It's so much harder to pull someone out of their shell.
Yes.
When they're afraid of coming out of their shell versus I can tone you down.
Always.
If I can say, oh, that's a little bit too much energy for this scene specifically or for this number. But be asking repeatedly, hey, I need you to up your energy. Hey, I need you to be more present. Hey, I need you to take up more space. And at some point, it's just like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
And not with pliers.
Yeah.
with like one of those strings and no door attached, you know?
Yep.
Well, I hope that was a really great visual.
It was pretty great.
You just see the look that I just gave the camera. It's like super deadpan, like, I hope that was helpful.
I feel like also, and this is like something that's in this vein too, you have to decide like what you want out of life. And I think that taking up space affects that a lot. Because if you do want to be like all these things that we say that we want to be, like I want to be on Broadway, or I want to be like a household name, like whatever that happens to be, you have to take up space like that. You have to be willing to come into the space and be like, hi, yes, I am the thing. Because nobody's going to look at you and just think that. Just, sorry, guys, not how it's going to work. And I didn't understand that until like probably the last like 4 years of my life. Which is pretty late. But I still have trouble like putting it into practice, I think, because we're often taught to be like thankful. And in the thankfulness, it's like, be thankful for what you have. It's like, yes, do be thankful for what you have, but don't demean what you bring to the table because you're trying to be humble and thankful. You can be humble and thankful without making yourself smaller.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom always, like when I was growing up, my mom would always tell me there's a difference between confidence and cockiness.
Yes.
And shout out mom. She's across the hall right now. Hey girl. And I just like hearing that from a young age really helped me to like know the difference and to really feed into my confidence.
Yeah.
Especially when navigating spaces as an artist. And when I come home and I'm working in Omaha, you know the phrase like big fish, little pond? Omaha is an incredibly artistic city, especially when it comes to theater. We've got one of the biggest community theaters in the country. We have the largest children's theater in the region. There are tons of theaters in Omaha. It's actually kind of insane. Not to mention the opening of the new Tenasco Center for Arts Engagement, which is connected to Omaha Performing Arts and the Holland Center. It's crazy. It's crazy. That little ecosystem downtown, wild. When I come home, I never feel like a big fish in a little pond. I just feel like a fish. Versus when I'm in New York, I'm still the same confident performer. I can go into a dance call and kill it, and then the next day I'll go into a dance call and it's tap, and Savion Glover's telling me to shuffle, and I'm like, I literally can't breathe, you know? But my confidence doesn't shift.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid to take up space because I do know what I have to offer in both little areas of my work life. And then also in my personal life as well. I spent a lot of time being just like timid. And I realized that with my sisters actually, because my sisters are really close in age. And I'm the youngest, and there's like a 6-year age gap. And for a while I felt like, for a long time, I felt like they were just really close. And then there was me. And I realized that I could just take up space in that relationship and be like, hey, and now we're all so close. We FaceTime almost every night. Sometimes my mom's on the FaceTime call, and my mom and I are in the same house. Or like when I went to Orlando for Romeo and Juliet, we're on FaceTime every night. You know,
you got to
and
make
it's just
that
like,
relationship bigger and closer.
Exactly. And for a performer who's going to take up space in an audition room, I'm immediately, my eyes are going to you. Because you're unapologetically showing me what you can do. And that's what I want to see as a creative. Yeah. Those are all my thoughts on taking up space. Do it more.
We love you guys.
We love you a lot. Thank you for listening. I can't believe we're halfway. Like, we're like, I won't say halfway. I don't know how many episodes we're going to do for season 2, but I can't believe that like we just decided we wanted to do this, and now we do. Even with our crazy schedules.
We figure it out.
We figure it out. Finding time to record sometimes is really hard. Laura's like, I'm available from 7 to 9. And I'm like, I'm not. All right, guys, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Follow us
At To My Younger Artist Pod and on YouTube.
and on YouTube. You can watch the pod. If you want to watch, you can watch. You'll see our gorgeous little backgrounds.
Be super cute.
Okay. Thanks for listening.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
This episode of the To My Younger Artist podcast was co-hosted by Nadia Rashan and Laura Renee Mehl, with music by Laura Renee Mehl. All edits were done by Dustin Ciano. Thank you for listening.